It seems the world of British royalty never ceases to shock, and Prince Andrew has once again managed to make headlines. Not for charity work, public service, or diplomacy, but for behavior that can only be described as audacious. For years, Andrew has been labeled arrogant, rude, and entitled, traits that the public and media alike have scrutinized and criticized. Yet his latest stunt suggests that his audacity may have reached an entirely new level, leaving observers both exasperated and incredulous at the lengths he is willing to go for attention, or perhaps, to assert his own sense of self-importance. The incident, which unfolded at a high-profile event attended by a mix of dignitaries, media figures, and royal watchers, has been described as nothing short of theatrical. Reports suggest that Prince Andrew, refusing to follow the standard protocol expected of someone in his position, disrupted a formal ceremony in a manner that stunned attendees. Sources at the event said there was an audible gasp when Andrew bypassed the official line of greetings, seemingly prioritizing his own entrance over the decorum of the moment. His disregard for tradition, it appears, was deliberate and entirely self-serving, a display that reinforced his reputation for entitlement. Observers noted that Andrew's body language throughout the event exuded a sense of superiority. Head held high, eyes scanning the room as if he owned every inch of the space, while aides trailed behind, attempting to smooth over the disruption he had caused. It was a performance that many interpreted as emblematic of his larger pattern of behavior, a combination of self-assurance, disregard for rules, and a keen sense of his own perceived importance. For those who have long criticized him, the stunt felt like yet another confirmation that Andrew's arrogance is deeply ingrained, and perhaps unchecked, even after years of public scrutiny. Yet it wasn't only Andrew's audacity that drew attention. The reactions of others at the event painted an equally revealing picture. Guests, accustomed to navigating the delicate dance of royal etiquette, seemed caught off guard, with some visibly uncomfortable at his brazen behavior. Journalists present at the scene described the atmosphere as tense, with whispers circulating about whether Andrew's antics were intentional, a desperate bid for attention, or simply the product of a long-standing sense of entitlement that knows no bounds. Social media quickly picked up on the story, amplifying the spectacle and reigniting debates about his suitability for public life and the monarchy's ongoing struggles with image and accountability. Adding to the intrigue, analysts suggest that this latest stunt may carry broader implications beyond mere spectacle. Andrew has a history of controversy, legal scrutiny, and public relations crises, and each incident chips away at the perception of stability and decorum traditionally associated with the royal family. By acting in such an unrestrained manner, he not only reinforces the narrative of personal arrogance but also raises questions about the monarchy's ability to manage high-profile members whose behavior can so dramatically disrupt public perception. In other words, Andrew's stunt is not just a personal misstep. It's a reflection of broader tensions within an institution that values image as much as tradition. The public response has been swift and polarized. Some view Andrew's behavior as emblematic of a long-standing pattern of entitlement and dismiss it as yet another example of royal excess. Others see it as a symptom of a system that enables certain individuals, granting privilege and insulation from consequences that ordinary citizens would face. Memes, commentary, and opinion pieces flooded social media within hours of the event, many highlighting the disconnect between Andrew's self-image and public perception. Ultimately, what Prince Andrew's latest stunt underscores is a simple yet unsettling reality. Arrogance, rudeness, and entitlement, while familiar traits in his public persona, may only scratch the surface of a more profound sense of impunity. For the royal family, the question now becomes whether repeated displays of self-interest and disregard for protocol can continue without damaging the broader institution. And for the public, it is yet another reminder that behind the glittering events and polished images lies a world where privilege can sometimes overshadow responsibility, and audacity can masquerade as entitlement, but with consequences that ripple far beyond a single event.